Hey, financially savvy travelers, welcome back to another episode of the Thought Card Podcast. Man, it's been a minute since I've had a solo sit down chat with you. I've missed you all and I hope you've missed me. But honestly, the last couple months, I've been having such a great time chatting with so many incredible travel enthusiasts, travel experts, and money enthusiasts. And, you know, I'm learning just as much as you are from this podcast. So it brings me like so much joy. So I kind of go through these like seasons where there's seasons that I have a lot to share and say. So you'll see lots more solo episodes. Like if you go back last year, probably there were more solo episodes. But this year, like I mentioned, I've just been having such a great time interviewing incredible like people who I admire and people who have just like such an interesting take on travel and money. So yeah, we just kept kind of going with it, but I'm back on the mic. It's just me and you today. So I'm excited to be here and we're going to be talking about a topic that is quite literally like near and dear to my heart. And it really like encompasses the premise of this show. You know, we are very much focused on the money side of travel here. And creating a vacation savings system is very much a big part of that. I personally don't believe in going into debt for travel as much as I love travel and it is such a big part of my life, my financial life. I don't believe in going into debt to do it. And we have an episode all about that. Back in episode 143, I talked about ways you can travel without going into debt. And like my debt-free philosophy, guilt-free philosophy when it comes to saving for travel and actually just hitting the road without having to stress about money, you know? So that's like near and dear. That to me makes up what a financially savvy traveler is. And today I'm going to be kind of just zeroing in on vacation saving system, why you need it, and how it actually benefits you. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Danielle Desir Corbett. So good to meet you. So good to chat with you. Thank you for joining me being here. I want to shout out some of our subscribers, our followers who have taken the time to leave a rating and a review for the podcast. Thank you so much. From time to time, I go into Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I look at comments at Spotify and I look for reviews because that gives me honest feedback of how you're liking the show, what resonates with you, what you want to see more of, and how you view me. And there's some really great, incredible new reviews that came in and it really touched my heart. So let's just spend a minute. I'm going to share it with you. And of course, if you want to leave me a rating and review and let me know your thoughts, please do so. It really makes a big difference. It lets people know what they can expect. People do read those reviews too. Not only me, other people who find the show also read them as well. So we have a review from Elena that came in that says, terrific episode with Pauline Fromer. My gosh, wasn't Pauline amazing? Pauline was so incredible. And honestly, like it was like a dream interview. So I am not surprised that we got a comment about Pauline's episode because that was a really big moment for me as a travel host, travel podcast producer. So here's the review. Elena says, for travelers on a budget, this podcast is a must. Through Danielle's pertinent questions, Pauline Fromer reveals travel tips and ways to save that are new, even to seasoned travelers. Thanks so much for all of the information. Yes, this is what I love to do. I love to bring on guests that have a creative take, a creative spin that really found a way when there potentially was no way, or they were creative. Like, it's not just a little blurb I say in the intro. It's like legit. Like, this is really important to me. So I love guests like Pauline Fromer, and I'm so touched that Pauline said yes to joining me on the podcast. If you are interested and you want to go back and listen to the episode, that's episode number 198 with Pauline Fromer, the host of the Fromer's Travel Show and president of Fromer Media. So really great episode. Really highly recommend you go back to listen to it. Welcome to The Thought Card, a podcast about travel and money, where planning, saving, and creativity leads to affording travel, building wealth, and paying off debt. We are the financially savvy travelers. Okay, now I'm in my bag today, y'all. I'm in my bag today because we're going to be talking about vacation saving systems. So I want you to imagine this. You've just returned from a dream vacation. And the best part is that you can check your credit card statement. You see how much points you earned from your trip, because we earn points on our trips, of course. And you also look at how much money you have, like your balance on your credit card, and you're able to pay it off in full. No sweat, no interest accruing, no stress, just pure financial freedom. Now, this is not just like a pie in the sky idea. Like, this is literally what I experienced coming back from our recent Niagara Falls trip. So have a whole episode coming out about Niagara Falls, so stay tuned. But my family and I, we road tripped all the way up to Niagara Falls. And it was, I think we had like 7 or 8 people. I think it was 7 people total. And none of us have been to Niagara Falls. So this was like awesome, where we were road tripping to a place that we have never been before. So many people, but it was on our dreams. So Titi Edna, if you're listening to the podcast, it was such a pleasure to be with you. Like, we had like a tearful moment because, you know, Niagara Falls is one of those places that for me personally, I'm always like, I really want to go, but Europe is calling, or there's other places that are on my travel wish list that get the bulk share of my travel experiences. So even though Niagara Falls is technically close, you know, quote unquote close, air quotes, I don't end up usually planning a trip. So it was awesome for us to be able to go. And we did put expenses on our credit card and came back home next day, paid it off, no sweat. It was easy. And I want this for all of us. Like, I know what it feels like to come back from a trip and you feel the financial pinch and you come back and you're just like, whoa, what happened? I've accrued now hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars on this credit card, and it's going to have to sit there for a while because I don't necessarily have the savings or the plan or the cash flow to pay it off. So I understand. I've been there many a times. And I want to, you know, share with you, like, if you've been in that situation, that creating a vacation saving system for yourself can help you alleviate that burden. When you come back home, you were able to just take care of that credit card bill or not feel a financial pinch as a result of coming back from a vacation that you planned. So I want to break down this core idea of like, what is a vacation saving system, and like how I came about this idea and like how it works overall. So as you may know, I'm the author of Affording Travel, which is a book all about how to systematically save for travel. I walk you through step by step how to do that, right? Now, when you look at all these steps together, this is what I call a vacation saving system. So in that book, I didn't know it at the time, but I was actually walking you through not only steps to save for travel, but when you add all these steps together, it creates a system where your money is flowing from, okay, I got paid, all the way down to, okay, I have money to buy this flight, or okay, I have money to put this down payment on this Airbnb. Like, in order for you to be able to spend on travel, there is a way for your money to flow. And that flow is called what I call a vacation saving system. So a vacation saving system at its core is all about taking small actionable steps that build up over time, so that in the end, you're not stressing about your finances when a travel opportunity arises. So I always say, if you're ready, you never have to really get ready for the most part, right? You know, if I have a big bucket list trip to like New Zealand or Japan coming up, I kind of have to tweak my vacation system because there may not be enough money to get me to those huge, like big destinations, big trips. But there is a way that you can create this small steps, small actionable steps that allow you that freedom so that when something comes up, you're like, cool, I want to consider it. I got the money to do it. Let's go. Okay. So instead of scrambling last minute, you're able to set up these steps that make travel savings automatic and effortless. We've talked many times on the podcast about the power of automation and how that alleviates burden on you for having to remember to do all the steps it takes to save money. That is really, really powerful. So another benefit of having a saving system is that there's no interest payments because you're not having, debt sitting on your credit card. There's no late fees because you don't have to remember to pay that bill. And there's just peace of mind and like this guilt-free, debt-free travel, which I think is really the goal, ideally the goal. All right. So here's why having a vacation saving system really matters. So having a good saving systems, again, those small steps, this turns your good intentions into recurring habits. It removes the decision-making and eliminates the need for willpower. You ever want to do something and you have to kind of muster up the energy to make it happen when it comes to your finances? All of that mental gymnastics, mental drama, all the energy that it takes for you to do something, all of that kind of dissipates and goes away because ideally when you're creating a vacation saving system, you set it up once and over time you're just tweaking and making sure it's actively working for you. So a saving system could look like automated transfers to your travel fund. It could look like splitting up your paychecks in different portions and putting some of that money into different savings accounts. It may even look like even having a piggy bank routine or cash envelopes that you contribute to every single weekend. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what you decide, those steps you decide to take. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be consistent. This is, I think, the key to making travel a financial priority in your life. It's not only deciding that, hey, I'm going to travel and I want to make this a big part of my life. It's actually taking those action steps consistently so that the money is always flowing into your travel fund, into where it's supposed to be so that you can, live out these travel dreams. So it's not only the intention. We can have good intentions, but we also have to put the steps together, take the action steps and build up this, it's just flowing. It's flowing in to our travel savings, travel fund account. All right. So again, the beauty of having a vacation saving systems is that it's simple. Each step is small, but it adds up over time. And it's all about consistency. So, for example, our Disney vacation, y'all know we are a Disney family here. We are 100% Disney family, and we are planning a trip every year. And we came back from our 2025 Disney vacation. And after that trip, which was in June, and now I'm recording this in September, from that June to September, which is 3 months, we've already saved an additional $1,000 in our travel fund. Without even thinking about it, it's happening in the background. I haven't even stressed. It's, again, small sums of money that's being stashed away into our travel savings. That's the power of having a system in place. It's happening for you in the background without you even thinking about it. But the most important step here, beyond the consistency, is the setting it up. Whatever you decide that saving system to be, it has to be set up first so that it can continue to run. And once you set it up, the money flows in the background so you don't have to worry about it. For us, we have a weekly family check-in, financial family check-in. We look at all our accounts and I just take a quick little peek and see, okay, it grew from last week. Great. The financial math is mathing. It makes sense. Great. Good. And that's the extent. That is the extent of my mental capacity. And that's like, for me, that's what I love. There's a phrase that I say, set it, forget it, and watch it grow. 100%. That is what your vacation saving system is meant to do and will do on your behalf. Okay. So imagine being able to say yes to a last minute vacation, right? Because our Niagara Falls trip was technically considered like a last minute thing. Like, we didn't plan it months and months or a year in advance. Like, it wasn't that planned out far in advance. It was kind of like, oh, we are not doing anything big for August. Let's just go on a road trip. Easy. It was an easy yes. And we had the systems built in for that. And we had the money sitting in our account, which was great. Like, for me as a travel creator, going to conferences is really important. It's where I meet potential partners, where I meet other potential guests. Like, a lot of the guests that I meet that come on the podcast come from different conferences and things like that. So having a saving system built in allows me to be able to be like, yep, this conference is happening in town or across the country or even across the world. I can make it. I can do it. I'm going to work on that. Right. Or it could like help you to go on a friend's wedding without, again, the money stress. So like next year we have a wedding that we're going to attend, and that's abroad. And we're already planning now. We're already putting intentions. We're putting our action steps into place now, so that when it comes down to time to look for flights and come down to booking our accommodation, there is no last minute pinch and scramble. I've talked to people whose saving strategy is they book a trip and now they're spending however long until, from that moment they book it all the way until that trip, they're grinding it out and hustling hard to save for that vacation. I understand that philosophy. And for me, if that is what your approach is or has been, it's probably because you don't have a system working for you in the background. So I'm always saving for travel. Always. Every single week, I'm always saving for travel. Just like how I don't eat meat. I am always thinking about my dietary needs where I'm not eating meat. Very similar. So I think, you get the point here. You get the point here about how important this is, and how if you're setting yourself up for success, there's hopefully less of a last minute, or even eliminating that hustle that like, oh my gosh, 6 months till my Euro trip, I got to save every single penny now. You probably been saving, and you probably do have money saved up for that Euro trip. And now you just need to kind of tweak your system a little bit to save more. Again, everyone's case is different. I know I'm speaking general here, but y'all get the picture. Y'all get the picture, right? So overall, that is what I want you to take away from today. I want you to take away from today that your vacation savings system is small, bite-sized, actionable steps that compound together that help you to afford your next dream vacation. And what's important here is having a good intention to save, creating that system for yourself of the steps that you're going to take, planning it all out, and setting it up for that consistent savings to be happening for you in the background, so that when you go on your vacation, if you decide to, whether you want to pay in cash or you put it on your credit card, you're not coming home back to a bill. You're not coming home back to, oh my gosh, how am I going to spend the next year paying this off, accruing interest, which honestly weighs you down financially, and it makes it harder for you to go on another trip because you're too busy paying back vacations from months and months and months ago. Again, I've been there, and there came a point for me in my travel journey where I was like, okay, enough is enough. I need to figure this out. So these are the exact saving systems that I cover in my book, Affording Travel. We talk about the same system philosophy in We Are Financially Savvy Travelers, another book of mine. And then now I'm helping my clients create personalized vacation saving systems so that they can do this for their unique lifestyle, make it fit in their unique lifestyle. So if you are looking for that one-on-one support to map out your own personalized travel savings plan built on automation, intention, and ease, then definitely head over to thoughtcard.com/strategy. Again, that's thoughtcard.com/strategy. There will also be a link in the episode description for anyone who is interested in carving out that path to guilt-free travel. Okay, that is all that I have for you today. A little bit of a lesson, but a little bit of like real talk and life lessons. And I want the relief of all of us to be able to travel, go to the place that we really want to see and explore, come home excited, full of photos and videos in our phone, lots of travel memories, but no credit card debt. That is what I want for us. I want us to come home with no credit card debt and also to be like, okay, what's next? We're ready for the next thing because we're able to execute our plan well, right? All right. That's all that I have for you, financially savvy travelers. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for Elena for leaving me such an amazing review. Let me know what your thoughts are on this episode. If you are following us on Spotify, you could leave us a comment down below. I do see it and I will respond when I do see it. In the comments, let me know, do you have your own vacation saving system? What does that look like? Is it something that you put thought into? Is it something that you actually implemented? Or is this giving you kind of food for thought and inspiration to kind of take your vacation saving strategy to the next level? I want to know. I want to know all the deets. So let me know in the comments below on Spotify. All right, financial savvy travelers, that's all that I have for today. I wish you so much happiness, travel, and it's fall time. So I don't know about you, but I'm in savings mode. So don't be surprised if you're going to see more episodes dedicated to the personal finance side of things, because now that summer's over, we got to start saving money so that we can travel again next year. All right, guys, that's all for now. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.